Breaking: Meghan accused of kidnapping her own children to blackmail the royal family. The British royal family is once again engulfed in scandal, but this time, it's not about titles, interviews, or private letters. It's far more explosive and dangerously close to criminal. According to multiple high-level sources within Buckingham Palace and the UK's security establishment, Meghan Markle is now at the centre of a shocking allegation. Accused of kidnapping her own children, Prince Archie and Princess Lilibet, in what some are calling an emotional hostage situation, designed to extort power, money, or status from the royal family. Yes, you heard that right. Kidnapping her own children. The explosive accusation was first whispered within palace walls 2 weeks ago when Meghan reportedly disappeared from her Montecito estate in the middle of the night, along with both children and a small team of private security. No travel notice was filed, and neither Harry nor the royal protection officers were informed. For over 72 hours, no one in the royal family had any idea where Archie and Lilibet were. It wasn't until King Charles's personal secretary received an anonymous encrypted message, believed to be sent by someone close to Meghan, that the truth began to unravel. The message allegedly contained a chilling ultimatum. Either the Crown formally restores titles and security to the Sussex family, or you may never see your grandchildren again. While the message never explicitly mentioned Meghan by name, palace investigators quickly traced the digital fingerprint back to a secured device linked to her former staff in Canada. What followed next was an emergency response unlike anything seen since the Diana years. MI5 was notified. International child protection protocols were quiet #lie activated. Private #TS were tracked. Anonymous tips from Europe to Morocco #poured in, and in the eye of the storm was Meghan. She was finally located at a secluded luxury estate in the Swiss Alps, accompanied by both children, a team of lawyers, and, shockingly, a document referred to internally as the Pact. This so-called Pact reportedly outlines a list of demands from Meghan to the royal institution, including immediate reinstatement of our royal status for both Archie and Lilibet. A £20 million yearly security trust for her family, paid directly by the Crown estate. Public acknowledgement from the royal family that Meghan was unjustly #persecuted during her time as a working royal. A #royal apology, signed by both King Charles and Prince William. In exchange, she offered what palace insiders describe as controlled access to the children for future royal engagements. King Charles was said to be livid beyond containment. According to sources, he threw his briefing folder across the room during an emergency meeting at Balmoral, stating, "This is #Blackmail. This is war." For Prince Harry, the revelation has created a painful and humiliating rift. Those closest to him claim Harry was blindsided, that he believed Meghan was taking the children on a brief retreat to France. In fact, he even told aides he was planning to join them days later. But when her location went dark and all communications stopped #ped, he panicked. He was the one who eventually reached out to his father, igniting the entire policy alarm system. Reports now suggest that Harry has returned to London alone looking weary, defeated, and unwilling to defend Meghan's actions. Public sentiment has turned sharply, even long-time defenders of the Sussexes are expressing unease. Prominent journalists and political figures have raised serious questions about the legality of Meghan's disappearance and the implications of using children in power negotiations with a sovereign institution. The #where is Archie trended for 3 straight days. Millions demand #ding proof that the children were safe. After international pressure, a single photograph was released showing Meghan and the children at a luxury in or pool, smiling, but surrounded by security with blacked-out faces. The public wasn't convinced. The #res called it staged #. Parliament called it disturbing. Now, legal experts are warning that if the claims are confirmed, Meghan could face #IOU's #criminal charges under both UK and international law. Kidnapping, especially involving royal heirs, is not as #imply a family dispute. It is a constitutional and national security matter. King Charles has already instructed legal teams to investigate custodial rights and determine whether Archie and Lilibet, as royal descendants, fall under royal guardianship laws established by King George I. WHICH grant the reigning monarch a say in the upbringing and custody of royal children. The implications are staggering. If the courts side with the crown, Meghan could lose not just her royal titles, but physical custody of both children. And the impact on Harry? Devastating. Friends say he is now caught between the woman he loves and the institution he was born into, powerless to defend either. Insiders believe that a final showdown is coming. One #T may not end quietly behind Palace #Alls. Meghan is expected to hold a press conference, on her own terms, possibly with a global media partner, to tell the real story and reclaim the narrative. Royal officials, meanwhile, are preparing for the legal and diplomatic firestorm that could erupt if she defies court orders or attempts to flee to a jurisdiction without extradition. As the Crown races for another battle, one thing is certain: this is no longer just about royal #LTY. It's AB #outlaw, legacy, and the lengths one woman